Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ivy and I'm a makeup artist, YouTuber and content creator based in Asaba Delta State, Nigeria. And in today's video, we're going to be doing our best of beauty for 2022. The absolute best of beauty. Now, I just managed to streamline it to one item each. Let's see whether I'll be able to keep it at 111 per category. It's a content you would like to see, then please keep on watching. And while you're at it, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on that black button underneath this video. Like this video, drop a comment in the comment section, and so guys, we are going to be doing the categories based on the order I would typically apply my makeup. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to start with like primer and go like I'm going to be taking you one step after the other, okay? Now, you all know, for those who know me, that my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer is like my absolute favorite primer ever. Year in, year out, this primer always takes the cake. And then in 2022, I discovered one other primer. So I'm going to set this aside for this year. And our best of beauty primer for 2022 is this primer right here. Yay! What is this primer? This is the Missmetics Aqua Grip Water Jelly Primer with the matte finish. Guys, hey! I have oily skin, and this primer I have been told is similar to the Elf Power Grip Primer, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This brand, they left me shook. I was shooked. Hey! Now you just twist this like this and you get the pump, and when you are done you twist off. This primer is everything. I use this primer on my face, I leave it get tacky and dry down a bit, and I apply my foundation, and guys, my makeup is not going anywhere. Nowhere. It stays put. Granted, it doesn't really keep my face as matte as my Rimmel Stay Matte, but it does keep it matte for almost as long as my Rimmel Stay Matte. And when I go on to blot, my face looks flawless, like nothing. It doesn't move, it doesn't shake. Our best of beauty primer for 2022 goes to this beauty right here. Our best of beauty foundation goes to Zaron Cosmetics. Nigerian brands are, they're impressing me. This Missmetics Aqua Grip Primer is a Nigerian primer from a Nigerian brand. And this Zaron foundation is also from a Nigerian brand. Like, I know they're like high-end products, but like it's worth the money. I rather invest in a good product worth the money than buying one cheap article with the wrong belly. This Zaron Brown Skin Liquid Foundation, I'm in the shade Khaki. I also want to get the shade Wood tried out as well. It's a glowy matte plus medium to full coverage foundation. This foundation is full coverage. This foundation keeps me matte. This foundation stays put on my face all day. This foundation gives me that skin-like look. This foundation, I'm in love. I'm in love with this foundation. If you have oily skin, now most of these products I'm going to be listing here are targeted towards those who have oily skin. So if you have dry skin, I don't know. This is for me because I have oily skin, okay? So Zaron Brown Skin Liquid Foundation. Best of Beauty Foundation for 2022. Next up, we have the Best of Beauty Concealers. Yay! Now, I know I promised that I was going to try to streamline, like leave it at one per category. This is gonna be difficult because you know why? These two concealers do two different things. Here I have my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Deep Dark 50. I use this concealer underneath my eye on top of my foundation first before I go in with my highlight concealer. Why do I do this? I use this Colourpop concealer in Deep Dark 50 to sort of act like a color corrector. It has like a reddish orange undertone and it helps to serve as a color corrector to me, but it is quite lightweight. Like it works, it pairs very well with any concealer. I'm yet to use a concealer that didn't work well with this, and I just love it to cover like under eye bags and dark circles and stuff. Beautiful, 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 and it gives that filtered look, like filtered effect. I love it to bits. And then I have this concealer, my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. I'm going to have a video up soon of my top 5 affordable concealers, and I know that this concealer is going to make the cut. I came across this concealer sometime early last year and I got it and I started using it and I fell in love. This concealer is good for oily skin, very very good for oily skin, but it is so fast drying that you have to work fast. Like this one concealer you put and you are like, let me wait for it to get tacky. No, as you are putting it on your eye, you're blending it out. As you're putting it under your eye, you're blending it out immediately. This concealer is full coverage. It gives a matte finish. It sets on its own. It's self-setting, like you really don't have to set. But for those of us that have oily skin now, we just set. Let's not be like we did not set, okay? This is my Best of Beauty concealer, under eye highlight concealer for 2022, okay? Now we are moving over into setting powder. Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder in the shade Kunafa. I've owned this powder for about 2 years and it's very shocking to note that it was last year I actually fell in love with this powder. I loved it prior, or I liked it prior, but I fell in love with it last year. I was in love with my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I had the shades Translucent and Medium Deep, and then sometime last year those powders got finished and it was going to cost a fortune to repurchase. And I remember I had this powder, the almost similar price lines, 30 something K. And I said to myself, why spend 30 something K when I have another powder, that I can use? And then I brought out this powder and I used it. And I said, what? You mean I had this gel sitting here all this while? And you can see my face today. This powder used to set. This powder is a camera filter. It is that good. It is very very good. I use it to set underneath my eye, and I would say that it does really well in keeping my oils at bay. If you have oily skin, don't sleep on this Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. They have a variety of shades. Once more, I am in the shade Kunafa, Best of Beauty Setting Powder for 2022. For setting powder, I'm yet to find a setting powder that has beaten this powder for me. This is my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder. I'm in the shade 800 Cocoa, and this is the 16-hour wear. Last year I discovered the Zaron Brown Skin Face Powder and I used it for a while. But as soon as I reached for this powder, again, I just remembered why I loved it so much. This L'Oreal powder. It's a matte finish powder. It's 16-hour wear. Its texture is air fine. It gives a lasting matte finish. It's never cakey, never flat, and it's shine controlling. This powder has been my best of beauty for a couple of years now, and I foresee it continuing to be my best of beauty. It also gives full coverage as well. Like this powder, guys, I don't know why people don't talk so much about it. It's shocking to me because I'm like, this powder is so good. I know when talking about it. L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder, our best of beauty face setting powder for 2022. Now we are going over to the eyes. Firstly, we have our brow product. Beauty Line by Didier. They will soon open an account on my head. This brow pencil, the Beauty Line by Didier Browgasm brow pencil in perfect brown. I have lost count of the number of these pencils I went through in 2022. I used it for my brows today, and I can tell you, this brow pencil makes it absolutely easy to draw on your brows. It's the perfect shade of brown. It's long lasting, it's waterproof, it's long wearing, it gives a matte finish. It doesn't give that wet, sticky, glossy look on the brows. Best of beauty brow pencil for 2022. I love this brow pencil to bits. Then we go over to eyeshadow. In the year 2022, while I would say that yes, I did do rather a couple of colorful makeup. For the majority of the year, I was more on nude, neutral, clean girl like makeup for much of the year. And the shadow palettes I reached for were two. I reached for the Juvia's Place Nubian eyeshadow palette and this one right here. But when I came back to look at it, I think this was the most reached for eyeshadow palette. And this is the Zaron Nude Eyeshadow Palette in the shade Earth. And that is the thing with eyeshadows, because no matter how much you use them, you rarely ever get a dent in them. This is a neutral, natural, everyday eyeshadow look. And these are the shadows right here. These shadows blend like a dream. This palette has colors that will suit transition and crease colors for like my skin tone. The colors are true to color. Like you don't see a different color on the pan right here and apply on the lid and or on the eye and it shows a different color. They last long on my eye when properly primed and you apply. They do last long. And this palette I just love to bits. I can travel with this palette, and I have no shaking. I can do several eye looks with this palette. I can do matte eye looks, I can do shimmers, I can do like all over brown. I can do any eye look apart from those colorful ones with this eyeshadow palette, and I love it. Now when it comes to liquid liner, I went back to my other liquid liner, which was the Dynamic liquid liner, I think, and I used it for a while, but it just wasn't giving me what it used to give me. My best of beauty liquid liner for 2022 is this Zaron liquid liner right here. This liquid liner is an HD liquid eyeliner, and it has like a felt tip just like this. That, guys, it's so thin, it applies like a dream. It doesn't get stuck in my lashes. It lasts all day. It doesn't move. Once you apply and it dries down, it stays in place. The only thing I can use to take this off at the end of the day is micellar water. Guys, it's that good. This Zaron liquid liner, best of beauty liquid liner for 2022. My best of beauty mascara for 2022. I was torn. I was so torn between this mascara and the Zaron lengthening mascara. But I had an incident last year that, changed a couple of things for me, makeup wise and everything. I had to like become more creative. I had to, you know, reach out for other products I wouldn't typically unnecessarily reach out for. Now this is the Zaron XOXO Zaron lashed out mascara, and it looks just like this. This mascara has one of the smallest ones I have ever seen. Can you see how small it is? So whether you have lashes or not, it just picks every single lashes. It makes it obvious that there is something there. This mascara, guys, guys, it's waterproof, it's long lasting, it is black, very very black. It picks out every single lash there, and you know the one is so small that it's so difficult to make a mistake, like poking your eye or like just smearing your makeup and stuff. This mascara wins hands down my best of beauty mascara. Once more, this is the XOXO Zaron lashed out mascara, and it looks just like this. Then we go over to our bronzer, contour bronzer, and hands down, this right here is my best of beauty bronzer for 2022. In fact, the both of them, this I use as a bronzer and this I use as a blush. Matter of fact, I have this on my face today as a blush, and it looks so beautiful. This is the Juvia's Place bronze palette in the shade Deep Dark, and this wins hands down my best of beauty contour and bronzer palettes for 2022. Now you can see I've hit pan on this. Don't worry, I already have a backup in place in my stash. I use this to contour my face, and I go over top that with this as well to like just bronze, and I use this to contour my nose. Can you see? It just gives that natural subtle contour without looking like two sharp lines down the sides of the nose. Best contour palette out there. Someone had told me that my Black Radiance palette, my Sleek palette, my Fenty Beauty bronzer would take a backseat to this. I would not have believed, but for 2022, this wins hands down. Then this Juvia's Place bronze palette in the shade Dark, I got and started using as a blush. It wasn't intentional. I actually didn't know my exact shade match. If you're just seeing things online and you can't really go. I didn't want to be taken unawares because I had to pay for shipping all the way from the United States to Nigeria, so I had to be really careful. So I got that palette and I got this one, and when they came I discovered that this was just too red for me. This color right here was just too red. Reminded me a lot of my Fenty Beauty, if it's not even redder than the Fenty Beauty. And then this one was just not dark enough, and the day I discovered how well they worked as blush, I used this like as a nude blush for like an everyday look, and this as a more defined blush. Guys, I know Juvia's Place does have blush duos like this, but I probably with time I'll eventually get one, but for now I just love how this applies as blush on me, and this wins hands down my best of beauty blush for 2022. And then we have a highlighter, and for highlighter, this Huda Beauty 3D HD highlighter palette, the Golden Sands edition, wins hands down as my highlighter palette for the year. Now you can see right here there are three shades. You have, this is like a wet shade. I rarely ever reach for this. Rarely ever. I used it once like as an eyeshadow or something like that, but these three shades right here are every dark skin girl fantasy. I've owned this palette for a while, and I will tell you I have not reached for it as much as I did last year. I got a couple of other palettes, but with time I just discovered that I was always reaching back to these. They were just so light. I am dark skinned, so there are some shades that typically would not work for me, and there was no need forcing it. But these shadows right here, these shades right here rather, Huda Beauty did a fantastic job. Best of Beauty highlighter for 2022. And then we have a setting spray. Our Best of Beauty setting spray for 2022 goes to this body right here, and this is the Beauty by AD Body Fix setting spray. I've gone ahead to get about 4 of this as well. Guys, things are not the way they used to be. So one has to really be careful how you spend your monies. This year, this Beauty by AD setting spray and my Kiss Beauty long lasting setting spray, I think those are the setting sprays I am just going to stick to for this year, because with this one, I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? I have a lot of setting sprays that when I run out of, I really doubt I'm going to repurchase. But this one wins hands down Best of Beauty setting spray. Like, this mist sets your makeup in place and holds it in place. It's really strange how it does that. Like, it sets it and then it dries and it just holds it in place. On days when I don't use this setting spray, I see the difference. I literally see the difference. This setting spray is long lasting, gives a matte finish, and surprisingly the company says it's hydrating or something along those lines, but it's shocking. Or they said it's refreshing or something along those lines. But this setting spray is really good if you have oily skin. Guys, don't sleep on the setting spray. Best of Beauty setting spray for 2022. For our lash glue, you guys know I have tried so many lash glues at this point. I have tried over 30 lash glues. I have tried so many, and guys, it all boils down to this lash glue right here. This is the Huda Beauty lash glue. It's fast drying, waterproof, the dark tone lash glue, and it looks just like this. This is the best eyelash glue in the world. I keep on saying this, and people always tell me you're just so partial to it, and then when they get it, they come back to me and they tell me, yes, I now see what you are saying. This lash glue makes it easy, very easy to apply your eyelash. I mean, I'm almost done with this, but I've had this for close to a year. I've used this for close to a year, or like a couple of months. So it really does last. You need a very little quantity, and once you have this on your lashes, allow it to get that a bit and apply on your eye. Your lashes is not going anywhere. It just sticks in place. It makes it very easy, like relatively easy to apply your lashes, and until you physically pull those lashes out, guys, this lash glue does a fantastic work. Like, I'm really shocked. I have 3 Huda Beauty products right here. It wasn't planned, but they're just that good. For our lashes today, we have this pack right here. It's my Best of Beauty eyelash pack for 2022. Eyelash. This is a lash pack from Brown Beauty, and this is the mink lashes. I have it on my lashes for today. I don't like those overly boom lashes. This is just my spec, just the way I love it, my lashes to be. I got about 6 packs of this last year, and I went through almost everything. I think there's the last one remaining, or I think I have one after this. I'll have to check my stash. These lashes, guys, you can use and reuse and reuse and reuse and reuse and reuse and reuse. You'll be tired of reusing. The only time you have to get a new pair is probably when you are taking off the glue after a use, and maybe it, the lash pulls apart, or after so much use it just gets tiring. For the bulk of last year, I had on lashes like almost every single day, and this lash did me well. This is our best of beauty lash for 2022. Yay! And then we have how many products more? We have a couple more products. Go back to the eyes. I skipped this little guy right here, and this is the Marbrook. Is it the Marbrook? No, sorry. The Miracle Cosmetics charcoal eyeliner. Almost every single day I have black liner in my waterline, and this Miracle pencil, I was debating between this Miracle and Marbrook, but I love this Miracle pencil a lot more. I love this pencil for my waterline. It's long lasting, it's waterproof, it's black as a charcoal. It is black. This is not black wannabe, it is black. And I love the look that black pencils give to the eye, gives to the face. This pencil hands down wins the best of beauty eyeliner pencil for 2022. And then we have this brow tamer right here. This is from a Nigerian brand called Viccabel Cosmetics. If you hear that sound, I'm just trying to get a baby wipe to clean off this product to make it look presentable at least. And what it is, this is the Viccabel Instant Tamer. It looks just like this. It's a clear brow gel. I use it to set, you can see that I'm almost done. I use it to set my eyebrows. It just gives that natural fluffy look to the eyebrows and sets your brows in place all day. This brow product, guys, I discovered randomly, and it is not so expensive. For the price, I am shook. It is that good. Now for lips. For the most of last year, I would say that I was more on the neutrals everyday side. I had on like the neutral makeup look, and then the brown lip liner combo. Guys, that brown lip, wow! Like this Daron lip pencil in gold is the best brown lip pencil I have ever used. I use this pencil together with my Avon True Color lipsticks. I have two of them. I have the shades Tender Kiss and Carnation. Those are the two lipsticks I use, and I would say these are the best of beauty lip pencil and lipstick for 2022. And finally, the last but not the least, beauty sponge. I always like to add beauty tools to my best of beauty roundup. Why? Because your makeup application is only as good as the tools you use, right? Now when it comes to beauty sponges, for the longest time I have sworn by the Nuban beauty sponge, and then I fell in love with the Viccabel sponge, the 5-in-1 sponge, because of one single sponge there. And then I discovered that I can't really, these are sponges, they get bad so often. I can't always keep on repurchasing a whole set because of one sponge. And then this brand, Beauty Line by Didi, just came out with this exact sponge, and I just got it. And guys, you already know I love the Beauty Line by Didi sponges. I'll list a video in my description box, or link it somewhere here, of my best beauty sponges, top 5 beauty sponges. Beauty Line by Didi beauty sponges made the cut, but it wasn't this shape. Like this shape right here, this is the absolute best shape of beauty sponges I have fallen in love with right now. I use this side to like blend out my under eye concealer. I use this side to like sculpt my cheekbones. You guys to apply your foundation. You can use it to like, you know, bake your nose properly. You can use it to sculpt out your cheekbones. You can, like, guys, this beauty sponge right here, absolute best of the best of beauty sponge goes to Beauty Line by Didi sponge. This one, they also have a black color. I don't have mine lying around here. And then for makeup brushes, once more, Viccabel is not sponsoring me, guys. Once more, these two brush sets right here, the Viccabel Deluxe 20-piece Pro set and the Viccabel Platinum Eye set, guys. Those brush sets are like the best of beauty brush sets for 2022. Most of the brushes I reached for last year were mainly Viccabel brushes. Mainly Viccabel brushes. The only brush I would say I think I have to add this Y Glam Beauty Face Expert brush YF60. It looks like this. This I used to contour my nose, and this goes, I think they sell singular brushes of it right now, so you can get the Viccabel 20-piece deluxe brush set and this Y Glam Beauty brush, and you are good to go. So there you have it, guys. Top best of beauty products for 2022. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I would like to know, like, what were your best of beauty products? What products did you reach for more often in 2022? Shoot me a comment in the comment section underneath this video, and I'll see you guys in a very next video next week. Bye, guys. Love you.